giving out some free shots. Building an Irish pub. Just getting geared up for St. Patrick's Day, baby. Patty's Day right around the corner. We're celebrating right now. This is your headquarters.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Erica Mans. Subscribe, like, comment. Do what you gotta do. Is it recording? I'm in Times Square right now, man. God, it sucks here. It sucks. It's so bad. I feel like I'm in a dystopian society, kind of. Like a capitalism thing. And it sucks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the next time we come, I want to check out the feed.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm trying to get as much sunlight as possible before I go into work mode. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and drink some water. By the way, I've gotten so many new subbies. Welcome to the channel. I do all different types of content, but lately I've just been talking to the camera, which I think after this video I'm gonna switch up and try to do more stuff so it doesn't get too redundant. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about blacking out at 31. Now listen, if you're sober, awesome, congrats. But for those who still like to have a drink or two, you know, sometimes you get carried away and then you black out. And it's never really fun. Sometimes it could be a real mess during, but the aftermath is certainly like 100% way worse. I feel like I've been wanting to talk about this for a few days, but I really just wanted to sit with everything that I learned from that experience. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily the worst blackout experience I've had, but it's one that I don't want to say shook me to my core, but it had me thinking. When was it? Whatever. St. Patrick's Day weekend, I go to get bottomless brunch. And for me, even though I do have like struggles when it comes to drinking, like as long as I'm in a good mindset, I feel like I take a lot more control compared to like when I'm choosing to drink if I'm sad or mad and stuff like that. So I didn't really think anything of this, okay? Like I knew I was prepared to black out, if that makes sense, because I thought it was going to be a great night. I wasn't, the luck of the Irish was not on my side. It was not on my side. It started off really cool. Like we went to this spot in New York City, and we did have like a strange situation where our waitress was kind of overlooking my table to tend to these guys that were next to us, even though we were there first. And it was just, and we ordered way more, so it was just funny, but that's besides the point. I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna have a fantastic day. Nothing is gonna ruin this. I gotta start taking the red flags as they come, you know. I gotta be like, maybe I should stop drinking. So whatever, leave that spot, everything is going well, and me and my friend continue to drink. Well, me and my friend at the time continued to drink, as you saw in the other video. So whatever, I am feeling really goofy. I feel very like safe and comfortable, and so during talking I said something, right? And it's something I've been meaning to talk about, but like I have an issue when it comes to like talking about how I feel or experiences. I'm just very much stuck on survivor mode, and I don't really know how to talk to people because it's my own fault. Like I obviously need to go to therapy and learn, but I just come from a family that we don't really talk about our problems. I've had a lot of friendships where I, you know, said something in confidence and was kind of backstabbed. There's a lot of experiences that kind of put me in the place that I'm at, where I feel the need to be so guarded and to not let anyone know anything about me, whether it's good, bad, happy, whatever. So I had said that and immediately was met with anger, and I was like, oh my god. So I tried backtracking because I was like, I do not want this to go bad. Like I'm just gonna have to fix this, and that didn't work. So basically I was left in New York City. I was blacked out, and I don't know if it's because I need to update my phone But for some reason, the Google Maps like completely glitches on my phone. I was lost in New York City for like an hour trying to get to where I needed to go, and I was just in Grand Central. Like, I found Grand Central and I'm like, yo, like, leave it up to me to get lost in this stupid Grand Central. I couldn't believe it. I was so embarrassed, and I was like crying, but I was also like drunk, and I was like, you know what, it's so funny because I didn't feel any type of way about like anyone seeing me, because it's I feel like if you've been to New York, you could literally do whatever you want. I have cried in public in New York so many times, and people just mind their business. Trying to get home, I'm trying to like, please, I need to find my way out. But I was lost in Grand Central for a half hour at least until I got out. I don't even know how I got there. I think we started off in started off in Times Square, ended up in Bryant Park, and then somehow I ended up in Penn Station, and I was just like crying. By some miraculous thing, I found where I had to go. So I was like, all right, like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, I'm going home now. I'm just gonna figure this all out, whatever. So on the bus home, I'm like, you know what? I don't want my night to end like this. I literally got so drunk and I'm in such a bad mood, and I just didn't want to go home alone. I didn't want to go home and be alone, I guess. So foolishly, me trying to like make the situation better, I was like, I'm just gonna go out. So I hit up my friend and I'm like, that's it, like, I'm going out, like, forget it, like, this day can't get any worse, so I might as well just be around someone. So I go out and I'm having a good time. I'm definitely like, should not have been drinking more. Another friend hits me up and I'm like, come through, like, come to the spot, like, we haven't been chilling, like, this is be a perfect opportunity for us to whatever. I'm just being optimistic at this point. Like, I'm just like, I'm so excited to hang out with this person, but obviously I'm like super drunk. I kind of overstepped my boundaries because by then I wasn't really thinking about anything. I was just trying to keep going. I don't think it's like bad, because usually I feel like when I black out, sometimes I get really angry or really sad. So I know I was trying to at least just like be happy. Like, I wasn't doing anything with malicious content or malicious intent, content. I basically forced this friend to hang out with me because they also were trying to hang out with someone else, and I kind of just appeared to where they were at. We just ended up drinking, and this friend of mine, I basically relied on them like immediately for a ride. I guess I just, even though this person I don't really talk to anymore, I guess since I've known them for such a long time, in my head, I'm just like, I see someone that I'm very comfortable with, that I feel safe around. So I'm just gonna have them take me home, like, cause I'm not really all here. And that was rude. It was not very considerate of me, and it was rude, and I definitely overstepped boundary. I could take responsibility for that, you know. Anyway, this person's mad, right? Because now they're like stuck, right, with taking me home. Except they didn't take me home. They took me like where they live, which is still pretty far. Like, it's still pretty far from where I live. I don't really remember how everything got so heated again. Like, I was really not all there, but I had no malicious intent, you know what I mean? I was just trying to not crash out. But I remember just like parking, the person gets out of their car, and I just like feel like a teardrop go down on my eye. All right, and I just closed. I was just like, whatever, and I just left. And this person was offering me an Uber. I just didn't want them to pay for it, so I walked away. I'm like, whatever, like, it's time for me to go home. Like, obviously it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. I thought that, okay, so I guess I missed a little bit of a time frame, right? Because I thought I ordered the Uber and my phone had died while looking for the Uber. But what had happened was, because I got an email from Uber saying that they're giving me a refund, I waited like 25 to 35 minutes for an Uber, and I think I was checking Lyft too, and there was no cars around. No cars around at all. Apparently they refunded me, like, I think I waited around for a long time before just being, I guess I'm just gonna have to walk home. because I did not want to go back to this person's house. Like, obviously this person does not like me right now. I'm not gonna go back there asking for help when I was such an inconvenience from the get, you know what I mean? Like, so y'all, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy because on Google it says it's an hour and 33-minute walk. This is not an hour and 33-minute walk. First of all, I will redo this walk. It is not an hour and 33 minutes. There is no way, because okay, funny enough, I've done this walk before, but this is about 5 miles away. Now 5 miles seems like nothing. I feel like Google Maps is wrong, but it took me 3 hours to get home. Okay, so yeah, it is like 3 something in the morning. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to walk home. Guys, I'm drunk. It's foggy out. There's no cars, nobody, no one on the street except me. I swear. So I'm walking and I'm just like, damn, like hopefully I can catch a bus while going home. Can I also add that I was in Chelsea boots? So my feet, I already got lost once, right? I was already abandoned once in New York. And then I wouldn't say I was abandoned, but I was left again. And I'm just like, why? I'm like in these Chelsea boots, my feet are killing me, it's cold. It was just like not a good time, and I'm just like, all right, like I've done this before, guys. I've done that walk, but I was like 18 and I had friends and with me and like a phone, you know what I'm saying? I forgot to mention that my phone died. My phone died like 10 minutes into me walking. So just think about it. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're drunk, no phone, nobody's on the road. Honestly, guys, every time I'm alive, every day I'm alive, I'm just like, I can't believe it. And I think the first hour, I think I was just like sobering up. I had a lot more willpower within that first hour because I was drunk. I'm just gonna walk, like it's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh my God. Not even the halfway. I'm gonna put it mile by mile. So where I was, there was multiple different ways to get home. I think that this route would be the best because the buses come back from New York City through this way. So I should be able to get a bus home because I had enough cash. So I took the route which I thought was the best, and it was not the best because there was no buses. I don't know if it was St. Patty's Day, I don't know what it was. And then I think by the 2nd or 3rd mile, I was starting to be around people's houses that I knew, but I'm like, at this point it's like 4 a.m. like I can't just, and I have no phone, like I have no phone, I can't just call up people, like, and I can't just show up to their house and be like, open the door. And there was a couple of times where I just stopped and I was like, should I just go to this person's house? I don't know, like I can't guarantee that they'll wake up, or you know what I mean? It's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, it's foggy out, it's nighttime. Like I can't just be knocking on people's doors. So I'm like, you know what, it's fine. Like I already upset enough people tonight. Like tonight's journey is just me and my thoughts. Whatever. I'm at the 3rd mile, I think. Some guy in a Tesla pulls up and is like, hey, do you want to ride home? And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is how I'm going out. How ironic, you know, the irony. Some person in a Tesla is gonna freaking take me. And I just said no, and I just started, but by then my feet were hurting so much, and I was just like, whatever, like fight through the pain. I'm so close. I'm almost at my halfway point, speed walking. It was weird though, because I was like walking and he was like, oh, do you need a ride? I was like, no. He was like slowly following me, and then just in an abrupt U-turn. My heart went to like, I think I must have pooped it out because I was so scared. The way he like did it, I thought they were rushing to me and they were gonna run and take, like that's what I thought. I walked a little bit further and I just sat. Oh my God, like am I gonna make it home? Like I don't think I could do this. Like I don't think I could walk home. Like I don't know. It's foggy, it's dark, it's like 4. The only reason why I knew the time was because I had a watch on. Crazy. Like I've taken the bus from New York so late, and it's just so weird that there is no bus for me right now. And I was like, all right, well, I can't stick around. Like, it started getting really cold. 4:30 to like 5:30, I was freezing. I don't know what it is about those times, but I was freezing. So whatever. I keep walking. I'm like, okay, I'm by where I used to work. And I'm like, okay, I know that I could chill there for a few minutes because they have this little area, this little shopping center that I know is open 24/7. Not that the stores are open within it, but like the place itself is open, and I just needed to warm up and I needed to sit because my feet were hurting so much. I go there and I'm just there like, oh my god. And I was like, should I just wait for the store to open? So I was just sitting there and I warmed up a little bit. I had like a tote bag and this shirt that I got from the Bottomless brunch. So I put the tote bag like around my neck to create like a scarf, and I put the shirt over my head as a hoodie. I'm telling you, I was so cold. I was not dressed to be out for that long of a period. So I was just trying to warm up, and I was just like, all right, this is it. Like, this walk is it. Like, I'm in so much pain. I'm sober. I'm thirsty. My phone's dead. It's so cold. Having a million thoughts go through my head. First and foremost, it's just getting home, but it's just like also reflecting on everything that happened that night. So I start walking, and then there was just this guy just standing. I just saw him and I stopped, and he was just by his car, and I was like, I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm the only one here. What do I do? And then he like peeked out by his car. Maybe he was scared of me. At the same time, I'm wearing like a trench coat, black boot, who knows? I just turned back around and went back to like the spot. I'm so scared to pass that guy. Like, I don't know if he's scared of me. I'm scared of him. I'm alone. I'm tired. I can't run. I was trying to think of, oh my god, like, okay, so how far do I think I could run if he started chasing me? And I'm like, I don't think I could run right now. Trying to like stretch out my feet. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna have to do like a what's it called, like a delay, I guess. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go home, like add an extra stop. So the way I went was I kind of went like around the block to avoid that guy. So whatever. So now I'm finally on my way again. But then I start seeing people, and people are just like getting ready for their day, like commuting to the city. But I swear, when I tell you, these people that were waiting for their bus, their day is just starting, and I'm here like in agony. I felt so relieved because that long and dark walk alone in the fog felt like the universe was trying to tell me something. I swear, I couldn't believe it, how happy I was to see a bus, how happy I was to see people, and how much safer I felt. And I was just like, all right, like people are going on about their day. That was basically it. Like after that, walking, and I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to see people. As the closer I got to home, the harder it was to get home, if that makes sense. My feet were hurting so much. I was feeling like crap because I was beating myself up. On top of like physically being in pain, in my head, I was like, how could you like be such a bad person and stuff? Like as soon as I hit the border of my town, the sun was up. Oh my god, like it is daytime. I was so happy to see the sun. I'm not home yet, but I started walking way slower because I was like, at least it's sunlight, like people are starting to come out, and I'm like limping home. I was literally limping home. All right, we're in town, we're here, and I was just like, oh my god, like I'm still hoping to see a bus. If I can just get two blocks of a bus ride, I'd be happy. Like I don't care. There was no bus ever came. Anyway, I got home. I was like, thank god I'm home. I took off my boots, I got into my room, and I just took everything off and knocked out. And I woke up on top of me just already going through that. I woke up and my whole body was stiff. I couldn't walk properly for like a few days because my legs hurt so much, and it was like went up my back, and I really didn't do anything for like a couple days. And then so the one person just said they don't want to talk to me. The second person was just like, oh, you're manipulative, you used me, this, that, and the third. And I was just like really beating myself up all over again, especially because I couldn't do anything but stay in bed on the next day. And it was a rough like 24 hours for me because I just really wanted to I like literally was like, okay, I deactivated Instagram. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was just like, I don't really deserve to be happy in this life. I am such a bad person, and no matter what I do, like I'm just always gonna be this bad person. Like there's always gonna be something wrong with me. Like you can't fix broken. And that was my mindset for days. I was just like, I suck. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like I don't want to hurt anybody. Like all I do is hurt people. I'm just not a good person. I don't know why I thought I could ever change. And I just kept rereading these texts and just rereading it and rereading it. You know what I mean? Like I felt guilty. I felt sorry. I felt a lot of things. And you know, that walk, it felt very ominous and reflective of my own life, that I'm on this dark journey and it's foggy and I don't know what to expect and I'm scared, but I kept going. And if I just keep going, you're gonna see things that make you happy. I don't know. The people, the buses, like, and you'll make it home. I don't know really what life was trying to teach me, but I know that situation would not happen to anyone other than me. So it's a very specific, particular situation. I think by the middle of the week, I was really, hold on. I was really, let me take a sip of water because this is a long story. At the middle of the week, I started feeling better and I was able to leave my house because honestly I really couldn't walk. Like it was so painful for days. Once I started like going outside again, I was just thinking about it. I was like, you know, I'm really bummed out. You think that you change and you do all this progress and then like situations like that happen and you kind of just, I don't know, I don't know. Did I ever even change at all? Is it worth changing if no one ever sees it? And I'm always gonna come up short. Like I already have a very negative outlook on me, and before I move forward I have nothing but love and I wish the best for these people. Like I'm not really mad at them. At the end of the day it comes back to me and how I need to handle things and whatever. So I don't, again, the universe put that situation on me for a reason. I truly believe that. So I have to really learn from that situation so I don't have any ill intent here. It was rough. Like I was really questioning a lot about myself, and at the end of the day, like I'm never gonna make anybody happy. And then something strange happened. When I recorded the last video, my friend called me and just was honest and had a breakdown, and I was there. Oh wow, this person's like trusting me. Like if you saw that at my last video, there's a point where I'm just like, what's going on? Another friend had sent me like a meme and it was just like, I'm always here for you. And then another friend reached out. I was just like, wait, I feel so weird because on the one hand I had this horrible experience where my actions resulted in these people saying the worst about me, you know, and I really believe it. And I was so confused. I was like, how could I be this like reliable friend, trustworthy friend? Like, what do you mean you're still there for me? Like, I have all these things that are wrong with me. Like, why do you want to be in my life? I'm a bad person. And it's been like, I guess a week, and it's weird, and this is why I'm just like, it was like the universe is like testing me, because since then a lot of people reached out to me and have been saying like all these kind things. I kind of just like forgave myself. I guess I was just like, you know what, it sucks. I blacked out, so what? Like I don't black out like that anymore. I don't have a relationship with alcohol like that anymore. I know that I had no malicious intent doing anything I did. I have no malicious intent with anybody in my life. I was like, I never wish anything but success and wealth and health for everybody that I have ever interacted with. I know that I have to take responsibility with drinking. I should have just never went out after that. I should have just went home. But I guess, you know, I should never, even if I'm in a good mood, I should never do a bottomless brunch. Because things can go south real quick. And then I was just like, you know, I have to take responsibility in regards to like practicing on being more open, letting my guard down. I'm 31 and I don't have it all figured out, and I have a long way to go. I am still young. I'm still dumb. Regardless of what people say, 31, you don't know it all. Not everything is gonna fall into place. If people cannot accept me at like my worst moments, they're like, why should they be there at my better? Or like, they should have at least know about my better moments. You know what I mean? Like, I consider myself a relatively good friend. I'm human. I'm not the best person, you know. I'm a work in progress, as we all are. It's literally a lifetime journey, okay? You're not gonna get it all overnight. All I could do is take responsibility for what I can in the situation, which is, again, like, maybe never do a bottomless brunch ever again, because regardless of whatever, I just don't function well. But another thing is, like, I need to be more vulnerable with my friends and show them that I trust them and I rely on them and I can be open, and I won't let like past friendships or relationships affect me today. I'm scared of opinions or backlash or whatever, you know. I do have to take that, and I also have to accept that old friends change. We all change constantly, and it's not always going to be the same relationship. I do have to reflect on some friendships, I guess, because I feel that a lot of people also have old perspectives of me, because growing up I was a jerk. I was way worse, and again, I do feel regretful. I feel remorse. I feel guilt. I feel all of those things. If I didn't, that would be more of a problem. But I do, and I try to change, and that's all I can do. So people can take it or leave it, you know. That's it. That's the story that regardless of whatever led to it, it really did spark like a epiphany almost in me. Just that long, dark, lonely, foggy road, and I don't know if the universe is telling me that I have a long way to go, but there is a destination. Within that destination, I will find comfort, and I will find love, and I will have support, and there is room for growth, there is room for change, and there is room to make mistakes. Okay, there is room to make mistakes. I am not 80 years old doing this. I am only 31. I'm still a baby. That's it. That's the story. It started off really negative for me. Like, it took me like a couple days to really take the lessons and rationalize, and I don't think these people will be reaching out to me anytime soon, which is fine. I'm just like, I'm really happy that I was humbled, you know. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm just like slanted sitting like that. I'm really happy that, first of all, I'm really happy that I'm alive, because that Tesla person, I don't know who it was, but that was so scary. I'm happy that nothing happened to me, you know. Physically and mentally, I was really put in my place and just reminded. It takes situations like that, and I don't take these situations lightly, so that's why I decided to make a video, because this is not something that's little to me. This is a huge moment in my life, so I really want to recognize that. And there's going to be a lot of, and this is kind of a long video, I know, but there's going to be a lot of times in your life, okay, that are going to seem terrible or scary or whatever the case may be. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be in the wrong sometimes. Now, how you move forward from that is what counts. You have to try to be a better person. You have to try to grow and learn from these lessons, and surround yourself with people who are going to help you become even more of the person that you want to be, and more of the person that they want to be around. And that takes time, and you can't just give up every time, you know, something hits the fan. It's rough though. I mean, again, I don't want to get too specific on situations, because there are things that I truly need to work on, but I'm okay with admitting that, you know. I'm completely okay with taking accountability and finding ways to move forward, and talking it out if possible. If not with the parties involved, at least with my friends moving forward, or the new people in my life moving forward. I should be able to talk to them a little bit more freely. Yeah, that's it. It was kind of a long life story, but I'll try to do some fun stuff tomorrow and for the next couple videos. Anyway, if you got this far, thank you so much. It was a nice little story time, And if you had any life-changing experiences, put them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Again, welcome to all my new subbies. Hopefully I can get 200 subs before the month ends, because at this point I'm so close. But yeah, till tomorrow, don't forget, drink water. I'm so thirsty.